Hi everyone, welcome to Adventure of a Lifetime, Emily's Route, Episode 1, and as the name suggests, I'll be picking the option for Emily, and hopefully that'll take me to the Emily route. So far in the common route, episodes 1 through 10, it was all about Emily, the fact that while Hiroki was on a ferry to the Ogasawara Islands, he sees Emily, and she's here for a special purpose. She's trying to find that ring that her father was going to use to propose to her mother. But, of course, Emily doesn't like the sea, doesn't like water, so it's all about getting her used to the water and eventually learn how to scuba dive, gain her certification. But right now it's the Bond Festival, and Emily and Chisa were quite busy serving all these shark burgers to everyone because it's a rare item, and it only happens if someone like Ryota catches a really big shark. So after all this huge rush, lots and lots of people lining up for shark burgers, they're out, and now it's down to refreshments, and this is a good time for a break. And Ryota's asking Hiroki which person he wants to take on a break. So let's see what happens if Hiroki decides to take Emily on the break. So let's say Emily. So I went back and made sure that I have all the options set so that it'll take me onto the Emily route at the end of the common route. So Emily. So Emily, want to take a break first? Me? Yeah, well I figure you must be tired since this is your first time working on an event like this. Wait, the time to go for it. It's like, well, you should be more aggressive if you wanted to take Emily onto your break. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'd like to go with you if you don't mind. So how's that kind of response, Chisa? Okay, that'll work. Okay, I'll be okay. So I caved into the peer pressure and brought Emily along. So where's he gonna take Emily? So he took her to the wait, what's going on? So there's so much going on. Okay, so one stage had been set up on the festival grounds that had music playing and people dancing. Interesting. So this is a very interesting place to take Emily. So the edges of the grounds were occupied by a variety of food stalls similar to our own. Emily. So she had been unusually quiet today and was just slowly walking along behind me now. So since Emily's quite wonders, so what's this Bond Festival like? Because I have a feeling that she's unfamiliar with this. So the whole time she didn't once take her eyes off the ground. Uh-oh. So someone passing in the other direction bumped into her. Well, I think there's too many people, that's why. Are you alright? I'm sorry, Hiroki. So what's wrong? Oh, walking on Yutaka is kind of hard. Okay. So I guess a Yutaka and a Geta could be tricky for someone not used to them. Oh, okay. So Geta's a old-fashioned Japanese wooden footwear. So here. So just hold my hand. Better safe than sorry, right? It's like, well, let me help you on your way. I know walking with wooden sandals is quite hard, so but Emily didn't accept my offer. It's like, well, it kind of makes me look bad if I walk with someone holding on to me.
私、一人でも歩けるわ。
There you go. It's like, well, I'm okay on my own. Well, what's going on? You didn't have a problem holding my hand before.
それはだから。
That's because, but...
ヒロ君に甘えてばかりだって思われたくないんだもん。
Okay, so that's a very good explanation. It's like, well, if I keep holding on to you, it feels like, I always need a lift, and it looks bad for me. Well, come to think of it, recently she'd been making an effort not to ask for my help when we are out in the water. Well, I thought she had just gotten used to it. Guess that wasn't exactly the case. Well, can you do it as a favor for me? It would suck if you got tripped in the crowd. It's like, well, then again, this is not the time to show that you can do it because there's so many people, and if you fall over, that's gonna make quite a scene. So, blushing furiously, Emily hesitantly put her hand in mine.
これ借り物だから汚しちゃったら怒られるわ。
Okay, but I do think that most yutagas are borrowed. It's not that common to purchase one unless you would go to this event frequently. But here we go. That's more like the Emily I know.
もうヒロ君の意地悪。
So you wanted me to say that right. So even when she made a show of getting mad, she held on to my hand. So I was officially Emily's escort for the festival now. We took a walk around the stalls, saying hi to familiar faces along the way. So some places served yakisoba and shaved ice, just like any other festival, while others offered local dishes and fresh fruit. Hey, someone get something to eat?
それより。
So for the most part, Emily seemed more interested in the people dancing by the stage than any of the food around. Okay, that's an interesting thing to look at.
私もあれに参加してみたい。ねえ、どうすればいいの？
Okay, so I actually want to try and dance with those people over there. So what should I do? And I don't know if Hiroki has or knows what the dance is like. Oh, well, the Bond Festival dance, right? Well, I think you can just join anytime. You've never done it before. Obviously not. So she shook her head.
ないわ。ヒロ君は？
So what about you then? Well, only when I was a kid, with Chisa and the others.
ねえ、教えて。私もあれやりたい。
Okay, so how about you show me then? Well, I don't know if Hiroki still remembers all the moves, because that was many years ago, and as little kids. So Emily pulled on to my arm and dragged me toward the circle of dancers. It's like, well, I want to join in, it's quite fun, so... Okay, I think it goes like this. Okay, so he forgot. So I tried to match the rhythm and movements of the children and the older people around us. Well, it wasn't a hard dance, anyone could do it. Well, obviously, it should be something suitable for everyone if they want everyone to join.
こうかしら。
It's like this. Yeah, that's it. Keep it up. So some of the older women from the neighborhood complimented Emily on her dancing. It's like, hey, that's quite nice. Very good for a beginner. So as the poster girl for Machiko's Cafe, she becomes something of a local celebrity.
楽しい。
And it seems interesting, and at least Emily's enjoying it. Yeah, and you're already really good at it, Emily. So with just a little practice, she got the hang of it rather quickly. Well, that said, even though we were doing the same moves, Emily's graceful movements seemed a little different from the regular bond dancing. Well, I think that adds a new style to the dancing. It's like, well, so a new way of doing the same old bond dancing. A new technique.
クラシックバレエを習ってたの。
Oh, so I used to do classical ballet. And then she did a fancy pirouette in time with the music.
とと。
Uh-oh. So, she tried to go a little too far and she almost fell over. But she managed to lean against me for support. And I wonder what everyone else is gonna say.
危なかった。
Oh, I'm sorry, that was a close one. Haha, yeah, that's what happens when you get carried away. It's easy to get the hem caught. So she hurried to cover up the flash of bare leg revealed by the gap in her yutaka. It didn't seem to occur to her that I'd already seen her in a much more revealing swimsuit.
ねえ、私前から不思議だったんだけど、盆踊りって何の踊りなの？
So I wonder, how come it's always like this, like the way that they dance? So to regain her rhythm, Emily hit me with an unexpectedly innocent question. Well, Chisa's grandma once explained it to me when I was a kid. She said it's a dance to welcome the souls of our ancestors. Ah, so I was like, well, we have to keep it the same way it always was because it's supposed to represent like our ancestors. So the festival takes place every summer all over Japan. Okay. And Spirit is said to return to this world, so we will celebrate to welcome them, then send them on their way when they have to go back. Oh, okay.
じゃあ外から来た私が踊っちゃまずいんじゃないの？
But then again, wait, so it's Emily from Japan? Says, well, maybe I don't fit because I'm not Japanese. Well, that's only how it started out. These days, it's getting much more about people getting together and having a good time. Okay. So maybe it's like, well, it's okay if you join because things have changed and everyone's welcome. So there's no need to worry. I'll bet the ancestors would be a lot happier just to see you enjoy yourself. I guess that's true.
そっか。よし。
So to regain her composure, Emily went back to showing off her ballet bond fusion style of dancing. So I wonder what it looks like, and if it was to be animated. The locals loved it, and I bet any spirits who happened to be watching felt the same. So we had a great time at the Bond Festival and danced together with everyone. It was a totally new experience for Emily, and a great trip down memory lane for me. And as the festival atmosphere washed over me, I felt at one with the whole island.
楽しかった。
Okay, so it looks like Emily's like, okay, I'm tired. It was great. I know, right? You really worked up an appetite too, so we should get a little something to eat. So hand in hand, we strolled casually over to the food stalls. So what would you like to eat?
あ、あれがいいわ。
So what is it? So Emily pointed to a ikayaki stall. So they were serving the entire squid grilled with soy sauce.
大きい。食べきれるかしら。
I wonder how big is the squid? Okay, so I'll split it with you.
それいい。そうしましょう。
Okay, let's do it then. So I handed over the money and bought a particularly large squid fresh off the grill.
香ばしい匂いだわ。海の匂いね。
Uh-oh, it has that sea scent. Oh, but I thought you hated sea. So, is it going to discourage you to eat the squid?
あら、私そんなこと言ったかしら。
Well, that's a plausible explanation. But then again, Emily's like, oh, I'm just gonna eat it. So with a sly smile, she bit into the squid's head.
おいしい。
And it tastes good.
ヒロ君も食べて食べて。
Okay, so how about you try it, Hiroki? Thanks, this hits the spot.
でしょ?
Yeah, so you say like the deliciousness has anything to do with you.
海はもう私の第三の故郷みたいなもんですもんね。何せほら、私は海の恵みだもの。
I wonder if Emily have said this earlier in the common route. I'm pretty sure it'll be a much different tune compared to now. Oh, so those hometowns are like, oh, so 3 hometowns, I guess that's 1 for each parent and Ogasawara as well. So as we talk, we enjoy more of our hometowns' blessings. So I wonder how many hometowns does Hiroki have? 2? So the squid was soft and grilled to perfection, and I couldn't get enough of that soy sauce-filled aroma. But then again, soy sauce is quite salty, so gotta be careful with that. So by the way, I think the fireworks will be starting soon.
そうだった。
Oh, really? So Emily had been drafted into the fireworks setup committee with Chisa, Ryota, and the other people. And ever since, I've really been looking forward to the fireworks. Okay, so let's head over to the beach. So a lot of people had already gathered on Omura Beach.
ああ、こっちも人がいっぱい。
Wow, so lots of people. So with this number, it would be pretty easy. Like, it should be pretty easy to get a spot compared to a big city firework where there's way too many people. So even though a lot of people have gathered here, the population is still quite small compared to what it's like on the mainlands.
そうよね。
That's true.
昔、パパとママと花火大会を見に行ったの。でも人が多すぎて車が動けなくなっちゃって、仕方がないから途中の駐車場で止めて、ビルの隙間からほんのちょっとだけ見える花火を見物して帰ったわ。
Okay, so that ruined like a very pleasurable viewing event. The fact that they had to get through heavy traffic just to get to the fireworks. And usually what they do is they usually open the seating like maybe like 2 hours in advance, so that everybody who wants to go see the fireworks up close, they get a chance to find a spot and make sure everyone's all settled in before they actually begin the event.
それ以来、ママは花火大会には絶対行かないって言うし、パパも時間の無駄だったって。
And the fact is, well, we went through.
それっきり。
So the fact that we went through all this for nothing, so it really makes the event unworthy or like not worth to go see. Well, that must be tough for you. And I wonder if in big cities, if they do make the fireworks show more interesting, like add lasers, add different lights, or even have like a projector, or maybe like a water fountain park, like they spray water all over. Oh yeah, one of those places where like they spray all sorts of water. So that happens at a lot of famous fireworks shows, and in the end, the fame seems to work against them. And I wonder what kind of show that do you put on that makes it worth the fame. Or maybe it's because it's a big city, there's lots of people, and there's only one event, and that's the only event that people can go to. So I'd gone before with some friends, but it was so crowded that all we really could see was the back of the person in front of us. Well, here in the Ogasawara, there were still crowds, but we weren't packed in like sardines, and it was a lot more relaxing. Okay, so they found a spot. So Emily grabbed my hand and pulled me over to a spot that would give us a perfect view. So we took a seat and gazed up lazily at the night sky. And even without the fireworks, it looks really nice. It is, isn't it? And just the sight of the beautiful starry sky made coming out here worth it. So what night is this? Yeah, that night. Oh, yeah. Right. So the night that we spent marooned on Minamijima during the typhoon. Oh, that time. So once the storm passed, we had a fantastic view of the sky. So looking back at it, that was a real adventure, huh? Yeah. Squeeze. So Emily held my hand a little tighter. So overall, I was happy that I came here, even though it was through unusual circumstances. Really? That's true? So what do you mean, last? You have lots more, you know. So suddenly, from the distance, we hear a shrill, whistling noise pierce through the air. So looked up in time to see a firework burst and decorate the sky in lights of every color of the rainbow. So one after another, they flashed, dazzling enough to eclipse the stars, but fleeting and not lasting more than a few seconds. So I wonder how many different fireworks they put. Wow, so they must have really stepped it up since I was a kid. Obviously. Well, because they always want to change the fireworks event to make it look all fresh. But then again, it would have been cooler if they did add some other effects, like the lasers that I mentioned. So some more spectacular explosions. And others were smaller, going off in various patterns across the sky. And then some would burst, crackle, and finally rain down a shower of tiny lights. Or little Flintstones glowing. So the night sky was awash in hundreds of colorful, blooming lights. So Emily gazed up, lost in the lights. Sure is. And at some point, my view had wandered from the sky to Emily's face. So the reds, yellows, and purples of the fireworks reflected off her soft, glowing skin, and I was enchanted by the sight. Ooh. And Emily notices it. Sorry, it's Nothing. I quickly jerked my eyes away. It's like, oh, no, I'm just watching my fireworks. I'm just stretching and relaxing. It's like, So I was just watching the fireworks on you. Wait, I don't know what that means. Or he's trying to watch how it reflects off of Emily. Wait, on me? Yeah. So you looked down at herself. Oh, so you mean that it looks really good on me, like the colors reflect off me very well. So her body was bathed in colorful lights every time a firework went off. You're always pretty, but tonight you look truly beautiful. Wait, so did I say something wrong? Well, I think Emily wants Hiroki to say that. But Emily looked away shyly. And doesn't it sound like it's a cliche? It's probably brought like the same old usual phrase. Like maybe just that one tagline. Well, that's not how I meant it. It's just how I feel. So I think it's like, well, watch your language. Don't say something wrong because you may give people the wrong interpretation. Oh, the wrong message? Well, never mind. You don't understand it. So, for whatever reason, Emily blushed and looked down at the ground. Well, I don't think you got the wrong message, you know. Well, I didn't let her hear me say that, though. So anyways, I'm Hirokun. Yeah, what? Okay, so at least I got a very enjoyable summer thanks to you. You made this special event even more special. So what's the rush? There's still plenty of summer left, so there's still some time before it's time to go back. So we still had the other half of summer to get through. Okay. So you poked out her tongue at me. So you go, haha, hee hee. So cute. But I could sense a kind of loneliness behind all her kidding around. So Emily was a pretty straightforward girl. You could always tell how she was feeling. She didn't say another word for the rest of the show. And I was certain that she had something on her mind. But I didn't want to press the issue, so I just sat next to her and enjoyed the time as we were spending together. Another souvenir for the summer I spent with Emily. Okay, I'm back, says Emily. So, how was the fireworks? Says Ryota. Oh, it was awesome. It was definitely worth seeing this year. Okay, so it's your turn, Chisa. You gotta go see it before it's over. So Emily slipped in through the back of the stall and switched places with Chisa. And free from her shift, Chisa took my arm and we strolled together into the night. So, how did it go? So how did what go? So yeah, how did what go? So you told her how you feel, right? What? No, wait, what are you even talking about? Like, you're not making sense, Chisa. What is it about Emily and me? So things like, Oh, come on. I'm pretty sure it's obvious what's going on, and I'm sure you know it, and if you can't, then you're blind. Wait, what?
あんたの気持ちくらいもうみんな知ってるんだから。
Well, I guess if you can't read the air, then too bad. Wait. So, is it really obvious? It's like So Chisa nodded enthusiastically. But she'll be gone when summer ends. But then again, Hiroki's gonna be gone as well, because he's going back to the mainland for school. Well, that wouldn't change even if we found the engagement ring and saved Emily's parents' marriage. It's like, well, she's gonna go away from me as well. She's gonna go back to her parents, and maybe she's gonna go overseas and all that stuff. Well, so there you go. It's like I'm gonna have to go home eventually as well.
先のこと考えてうじうじするなんてひろきらしくない。いいじゃん、バカになっちゃえばさ。
It's like, well, that's you. You're always like this, so I guess we have to let it be. Very funny, Chisa. So she made it sound so easy. Well, I'm pretty sure it would be different if it was Chisa being the spotlight and if we are on Chisa's route. So they both turned to look back to Emily at the stall.
いらっしゃいませ。アイスコーヒーですね。
And it looks like Emily has moved on, so I come, okay, iced coffee. So she was in her full customer service mode.
変わったわね、あの子。小笠原へ来た頃のとんがってたエミリーとは別人みたい。
So she's much improved compared to what it was when we first saw her. I forgot what episode that was. Maybe episode 3 or So that's just the way she is.
おい、チサ、早くしないと花火終わっちまうぞ。
Okay, so the longer that she talks with Hiroki, the less time that they have to go to the fireworks. And it's like, well, it's gonna end soon.
食わねえよ。もたもたしてると置いていくぞ。
Okay, and the sister's like, well, I don't want to miss too much, so if you don't hurry up, I'm just gonna go without you.
誰が食わねえだ。
Okay, I'm coming. Just wait for a moment, and I need some preparation time.
じゃあ店番頼んだわね。ひろき、エミリー。
Okay, then, so just watch the stall for me, Emily and Hiroki. Okay, I got it. Have fun.
任せて。
So they all head off to the beach. Chisa occasionally casting a worried look back in our direction. So I think it's like, well, I hope things will go alright without me present, because Hiroki, well, he's kind of, I'll say like, he's just kind of blind in some cases. So, when is this in the story? So I think this is like, now that the Bond Festival is over, they're sending them off. Or Chisa and Chinami are.
またねです、ヒロニー。おやすみなさいませ。浴衣も似合う金髪の天使。
Okay, good night.
また明日ね、チサ。ちなみもおやすみなさい。
Okay, so see you later. See ya. And after the Bond Festival ended, we all headed home. We watched the Ogasawara sisters until Emily and I were alone. So what does Hiroki have to say to Emily? So as I took her hand, Emily smiled shyly. Well, it is good being together like this. And you can hear the sounds of those wooden sandals. So only the sound of Emily's Geta, okay, so that's what's called, could be heard in the hushed nighttime air.
楽しかった
Well, there's no fireworks tomorrow, but there'll be more dancing. Okay, so it looks like the Bon Festival's not over yet, and there's still more to come, but it's just going to be like it's not the very exciting stuff, it's like the usual stuff, so just dancing. So on Chijima, the festival lasts more than one day. So apparently this is a very exciting event. It's so special that they're willing to hold it for extra days. I'm not really sure if that speaks the same for the other places.
明日も気合い入れて働かないと
But then again, it means like, well, we're still gonna be running our stall, so we have to work hard, but to make sure we serve our customers and the such. So we sold all of our shark burgers today, so it'll probably be quiet tomorrow. Well, it's just gonna be iced coffee and smoothies and little refreshments. And I'm pretty sure the common rule is like, well, at least they still have the two girls to attract all those customers, Emily and Chisa.
じゃあ盆踊り踊るわ振り付けはもうマスターしたもの
It's like, well, I want to do more Bond dancing. That'd be cool, and maybe I'll finally perfect the fusion of ballet and Bond Festival dancing. So she let go of my hand as she broke into an impromptu dance. So things like, well, see, this is how I am so far, but I'll make sure it'll be much better tomorrow.
アドリブを入れてもいいのかしらここでターンを混ぜるとよりエレガントなダンスに
So I wonder if I'm able to put some my style into it, like kind of modify here, this, that, add like some of that ballet technique into it, and well, I couldn't help but smile following Emily as she danced down the street.
もうついちゃった
So that's it. So it was a short walk to home. Yeah, well, I guess the fun ends here. But then it gets like there's still more tomorrow, but we have to sleep up and rest up and get ready. So we drifted into an awkward silence, and I just couldn't find the right words to say. Yeah, that yukitaka really looks good on you, you know.
ありがとう一度着てみたかったの脱いじゃうのがもったいないな
But you know, I'd like to keep it on, So you're taking it off now?
別にヒロ君の前で脱ぐわけじゃないんだからね
Okay, I missed that. I think it was like, I want to take it off because, it's really difficult to wear, even though it looks nice. Yeah, of course not.
バカ
So you let go of my hand and went into the house. So left to my own devices, I started thinking out loud. Well, I don't really mind when she calls me a goof, though. But I soon discovered I wasn't alone.
なんてこったい。うちの孫はとんだ変態みたいだよ。
Well, come on, this is typical of Grandma Machiko. So she always disses her grandson and always praises Emily. It's like, oh yeah, it's the same you person again. You've gotten worse. Grandma, so how long have you been here?
さっきからいたよ。夕涼みしてたのさ。
I don't know how long, but I think she's covering up. Ah, well, I suppose the older you get, the less noticeable you become. Okay, that's a good way to make the grandma even more upset.
ひっぱたくよ。
Well, I'll beat you up, you little grandson. So I decided I'd better head back inside before she carried out her threat. Well, I think it's better if she doesn't carry it out at all, because if she does faint or fall down for using too much force, I'm pretty sure everybody on the island's gonna blame Hiroki for the mess. But then again, the grandma needs to be more accommodating, more welcoming of her grandson rather than being this rude.
あんた、どうしたいんだい？
So what do you want me to do then? Wait, so this is about Emily, right?
じゃなくて、うちの店のことさ。
Oh, the cafe. So, I'm planning to close it for good because I'm getting too old to maintain this, but, you're insisting that I keep it open, and how are you gonna make this happen? So Grandma stayed in her chair, sipping at her iced tea. Well, I like to take it over, but I feel like this is where I need to be. But what about back home?
そういうことは一人前になってから言うもんだ。
But then again, you're not ready to take over the cafe yet. You're still young. Well, if I wait too long, you'll just start talking about closing the shop again, right?
年寄りをいつまで待たせる気だい。こっちは明日ぽっくり言ってもおかしくないんだよ。
But hey, take a look at me. I'm way too old. So maybe like, well, I can close it, and then maybe in the future you can start a new shop using this building, but put a different name on it. So yeah, it was a good point. So apparently, like, Hiroki's too young, but Machiko's too old, and the timing just can't overlap no matter what.
黙られるとジョークにならないんだけどね。
But that didn't sound like a joke at all. Well, I'm going to get my chef's license after I finish high school. We just have to stay alive until then. Oh, come on, that's not nice.
長生きするには生きがいが必要さ。
Well, I need to find something to live for first. Well, I was like, well, I would like to retire ASAP because I can do all the things that I want and relax and such. Well, Grandma's eyes grew distant. It had been some time since Grandpa passed, but she still got like this from time to time.
燃えるような恋。それだけが私の生きがいだった。
So what would that be? Well, I could never tell if she was being serious or not. But I didn't want to risk making things worse by treating it as a joke, though.
さて、年寄りはそろそろ寝ようかね。鍵閉めとくんだよ。
Okay, well, I'm just going to go to bed. So, leaning on her cane, Grandma went back inside. Something to live for. I kept repeating that phrase to myself as I closed up for the night. So, deep in the ocean, a vast man-made structure laid on its side with schools of fish swimming around the coral that grew on its surface. I swam slowly as not to disturb the silent, sombre atmosphere. So, okay, so they're gonna try to scuba dive again. Together, so it's like, oh, so you okay, Emily?
ちゃんといるわ。
Yeah, I'm fine. So as we swam, we did our best not to stir up sediment or damage the shipwreck with our fins. But soon after, the instructor gave us signal that we should be heading back. And Emily and I gave an OK signal to begin our descent. Or ascent. So, hey, I'm Emily. So he rose slowly for a while and then paused for a safety stop. And after breathing at high ambient pressures during a deep dive, divers are at risk of developing decompression sickness. That's true. And this is why it's best to ascend slowly. And they do have decompression chambers where if people ascend too quickly, they put the scuba diver into this chamber and they slowly release pressure as if the diver's slowly climbing back up to surface. Because the thing is that the amount of oxygen in your bloodstream is probably going to be twice as much, and same thing with nitrogen. And obviously, even though these are necessary things that we need to survive, if you have too much of it, it's still bad. So in the air that we breathe, it's only about like maybe 8% or 10% oxygen. So this sickness is caused by tiny gas bubbles that form in the bloodstream during the rapid decrease in ambient pressure. And I remember this is called like a nitrogen narcosis, or like basically what happens with nitrogen. So to prevent the formation of this gas, divers must make safety stops every few feet on their way back to the surface. And basically that gives the body time to get used to less pressure, the newer pressures, as compared to what's like on the seafloor. So opposite of the ear equalizing performed when diving, when returning to the surface, you must slowly readjust the body to the pressure. There you go. And this is one rule you can't forget when diving. So Emily had a hard time getting the hang of it at first, but now, so it looks like she's getting better at doing this. So she looked relaxed and calm in the waters now. There you go. Okay, so time to go. You ready? Time to go up to the surface. So after confirming via hand signals, we continue our journey to the surface. Okay, so we're now back on the surface, and I'll go ahead and stop here for the episode. So it's quite interesting about that Grandma Michiko, she didn't want to close the shop down, and I think she was upset because Hiroki has changed her intentions. Like, well, I'm going to try to make you keep it open as much as possible. And then when I'm at that age, I'll take over the cafe and it'll stay put. Because I think it's one of the specialty cafes on the island, or probably the only one. And closing it's going to mean a great loss to everyone, and it's probably a major tourist attraction as well. But then again, Grandma can't hold up much longer because she is getting old, and she's now walking with a cane. But we'll see how all that happens. I'm not sure it's going to happen in this story. And as for Emily, Hiroki did mention that well, Emily does kind of feel alone, and I wonder what he does mean. And I don't think we're going to see that until end of summer break. But anyways, for now, let's see how Emily and Hiroki progresses on their scuba diving skills in an attempt to get closer and be able to go to the ghost ship. And with that in mind, I'll see you later.